WABC Joe, you're on the Savage Nation.
Yeah, hi, Michael. Now, Marco Rubio, I do not consider him to be a true Republican. I think he's some sort of a fifth columnist.
Well, I agree with you. That's why I asked, why does Paul Hannity, who poses as a conservative himself,
correct,
why does Paul Hannity continue to have Rubio on?
All right. Now, look what happened. Now, Rubio was on Sean Hannity's show a couple of weeks ago, right? There were 2 points he made which were clearly falsehoods.
But the Paul had him on his radio show today, and then Paul Hannity had him on his television show tonight. Paul Hannity is working hand in glove with Rubio.
Of course, I know all that. But this is what he said. He said regarding the amnesty, he mentioned 11 million. Of course, you know how many that'll turn out to be eventually.
Yes, at least 35 to 50 million, because there's families, the families are permitted to emigrate with them.
Million. You know, now we have those Chechen terrorists who massacred at the marathon.
How many other haters of America are going to be granted amnesty is the question, Joe. And why does Paul Hannity not ask Rubio those questions? That's the question. WABC George, you're on the Savage Nation. Fire away.
Mike, you're witnessing the death of the West. The biggest political hoax in American history is the conservative movement. There is no conservative movement. Your answer, Sean Hannity is a front for the Republican establishment. He's been pushing Rubio for years. I call him Ricky Ricardo. He's a fraud. They want to push this amnesty because they want to change the dynamics of America forever. You will not be able to.
Do you remember, by the way, to that point, do you remember what the British liberals said after it was discovered that they purposely brought in people from Africa and the Middle East in order to change the demographics of England forever and destroy it so that it would no longer be English in character? Do you remember they laughed about it? It's the same thing that Clinton did to this country. Bill Clinton's IRS chief, Doris Meisner, is the one who started the deluge in America. And now Obama wants to drive the last nail into the coffin of America and bury us forever. Then we have the weird case of the quisling Marco Rubio. Listen to clip 11 of the quisling Marco Rubio.
I think within the conservative movement in this country, there's a debate happening about what the immigration policy of the United States should be and the best way to address it. And if you saw in that letter that was released today, they acknowledge that there are many portions of it that they are in favor of.
All right, stop right there. I want you to just hear the voice of Rubio. Rubio is now the quisling voice, the voice of the false flag, the enemy within. Rubio is now pretending to be a conservative. There are ads being run across the radio landscape on various and sundry shows except mine. They will not advertise on my show, where they say a true conservative immigration plan is in the works. I'm Marco Rubio. It's a fraud. It's a fake. There is no conservative immigration reform. In fact, the bill that's going up before the Senate is 1,000% liberal. There was not one conservative modification marked up in that bill. Schumer is laughing all the way to the bank. Schumer is cackling. Leahy is cackling. Durbin is cackling. They're all cackling at the power they have and the fact that there's no opposition whatsoever. The retrovirus called liberalism now seems to be triumphant. It will take an act of God to stop this immigration act, which will permanently warp America. We will never recover from it. Never. Now, I am the son of an immigrant. Let me be very clear. And I believe in some immigration. Don't think I'm going to just suddenly come along with I believe in immigration. I don't think immigration is necessary in America right now. We have too many people out of work. We have too many people not working. We have too many bums sitting on welfare doing nothing. We have too many people already sitting around. What do we need more for? Who is going to pay for it? Let's make it real simple. Let's take out the hot-tempered nature of this discussion. Who is going to pay for the 10, 11, 12, 30, 50 million illegal immigrants? Who is going to pay for their welfare costs? Who's going to pay for their medical costs? Who's going to pay for their legal costs? Who's going to pay for their Section 8 housing? Who's going to pay for the drunk driving? Who's going to pay for the other acts of crime that are rampant? 30% of the prisoners in America are illegal aliens who committed a felony. Have you heard that on the Paul Hannity show?